This family has left home, Myanmar, former Burma, escaping life under military rule, to seek refuge across the river in the southeastern tip of Bangladesh. They head for the Tal refugee camp, joining 10,000 others who have trickled in unofficially over almost 2 decades. They are all Rohingyas, a Muslim minority not recognized as citizens of Myanmar and treated brutally, their possessions taken away from them and subject to forced labor. Hicham left after he was tortured by soldiers.
We were sometimes forced to do work for them. If we refused, they would beat us. It was torture. I remember being beaten on my back. They hit me from both sides. I ran away but fell in the road and my legs were seriously injured.
Hicham didn't get help in time. His wounds got infected and his legs had to be amputated. Malaria, pneumonia, and skin disease are common in the camp. There's no clean water or electricity. Finding food is hard. Malnutrition, lack of sanitation, and injuries from road accidents are among the main causes of suffering.
It's infection in soft tissue infection, which leads them to gangrene. And bone infection sometimes happen, and also infection in ear and eyes. Like you see, he has got infection in eyes, the viral conjunctivitis. It's also very easy. You can see he has got the infection very quickly.
Idris also has a deformed back. He's just one of some 300 patients Lippi cares for in Tal, helping to reduce pain and teaching them to look after themselves. She also fights to have people such as Hicham accepted by the able-bodied refugees. In this community of pariahs, those with extra disadvantages are singled out for revulsion. This play, performed by the camp dwellers with disabilities, is one of the best ways to break down prejudice, according to Lippi. Idris plays himself, the butt of suffering, humiliated every day by the other refugees.
When I go to get food, they steal it from me. They say handicapped people don't need to eat. They force me to give it to them. I get very sad when they steal my food. Sometimes I cry. I can't do anything about it. People will change their attitude after they've seen this theatre piece, I'm certain. They'll see how badly we're treated, how we are insulted, and then they won't do it anymore.
But as soon as Idris leaves the stage, the camp children go at him. Such an easy target. A physically disabled person in Bangladesh, one of the world's poorest countries, is among the lowest of the low on the social ladder, when even ordinary refugees are considered non-persons.
The people living here are not officially registered and recognized by the government of Bangladesh and also the UNHCR. So that's why they have no paper for getting facilities for registration.
In Tal, no papers means no rights. It's different in the official camp of Nayapara. These people have had papers since they arrived in Bangladesh in 1991. That gets them free food and health care. They are Muslims who came over when the Bangladesh government was giving papers to the Burmese. The United Nations bears the costs.
This country received about 250,000. They came because of the military actions against them. 225 to 230,000 were repatriated. that left a residual caseload, which is the caseload basically that's still with us today.
Tal camp is like a double exile for Burmese who are already outcasts in their own country. Lippy's mission with Handicap International is to make it more bearable for the worst off. A young paraplegic is carried to see her in her brother's arms.
She is very happy because now she is able to walk independently.
Until about 2 years ago, the Burmese would keep their family members hidden if they were disabled. The UN Refugee Agency only found out about them when it took a census.
We were all quite shocked to find out the number of disabled people that were, as I said, hidden away. We were not aware of the extent. I mean, it's not the numbers, it's the mere fact that these people were not receiving assistance and were not receiving any type of help whatsoever.
This camp is new, funded by the European Union and the Islamic Relief Association. It's intended to take in some of the unregistered residents of Tal. Hicham is visiting his new house for the first time.
It's quite spacious compared to where I've been living, which is very small. There's also an easy entrance. When I move in, I believe I'll be happy with it.
The latest arrivals from Burma will not enjoy any such comfort. They'll be left to improvise in whatever way they can. There's a program to destroy the Tal camp.
There is no enough land, no enough space. Also, there is no fund for this. Yeah, and also there is no allocation. There is no approval from the government side.
The stateless Rohingya face discrimination, exploitation and wretched conditions, yet they keep coming. Tal is the only home the younger ones have ever known. The adults know what it's like back in Myanmar.